Happy holidays! Today, we will make special cinnamon rolls. Here's the list of ingredients. Just pause the video if you need more time. Don't worry if it looks much, the effort will be worth it. Let's start with preparing the cinnamon dough by combining the flour, salt, sugar, and baking powder. Mix this and set aside. In a separate bowl, combine warm milk, sugar, egg, and yeast. Mix this and wait for the mixture to foam up. After about 5 minutes, the mixture will look like this. At this point, you may add the oil and mix lightly. Then, combine the wet and dry ingredients together and mix. You will create a very heavy mixture that is ready for kneading. Place your dough on a floured surface and start kneading by folding the dough and pushing it away from you with the use of the back of your hands. I call this the fold-push method. Add the extra flour because the dough will be sticky, but don't add too much because your bread might become tough. Do this until the dough is smooth and elastic. The dough will be very sticky at first, so you need a lot of patience. I make sure to oil my hands before handling the dough. Kneading will take about 15 to 20 minutes. You will notice a smoother dough after some time. You can poke the dough lightly to check if the dough is elastic enough. If the dough springs back after poking, this means it's ready for fermentation. Shape the dough into a ball and place it on a container brushed with oil. Don't forget to also brush the dough with oil to avoid drying the dough. Cover and let it rise for 20 to 30 minutes. This is the time to prepare the ingredients for the filling and to also prepare all the pans to be used for baking. I put baking papers on my pan to remove the bread easily after baking. When the dough has doubled in size, release some gas by punching the dough. Too much gas might cause hollow breads and we don't want that for our cinnamon rolls. Next, divide the dough into two. You can make 2 clusters of cinnamon rolls with this dough. Keep the other half in a covered bowl to avoid drying. Flatten the dough into a rectangular shape. Try your best to flatten the dough evenly so that you can easily roll the dough with the filling. Prepare the filling. To make cinnamon sugar, just combine and mix the cinnamon and brown sugar together. Prepare also the raisins, nuts, and margarine. Start spreading the margarine evenly. Then sprinkle the cinnamon sugar, nuts, and raisins. Distribute the filling equally on the dough. Then roll out the dough starting from the edge. Notice that I made spaces on the sides of the dough so that I can easily seal the edges. Then divide the rolled out dough into 9 and arrange them on the baking pan. You can also make individual roll and bake them in a muffin pan. After this, cover the dough and let it rise for the second time. Here's the risen dough after 10 minutes and it's ready to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes. Here's the baked cinnamon rolls. You can brush it with honey or add some cream cheese frosting. To make the frosting, just mix the softened cream cheese, butter, powdered sugar, and milk. The consistency of the frosting will depend on the amount of milk, so that depends on your preference. Just add the milk 1 tablespoon at a time. Then drizzle this on your cinnamon rolls. And we're done! Happy holidays, everyone!